Hello.
Hi, this is Matt.
Yeah, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt, good morning. My name is Fred. I'm calling from the Fred Show, the morning radio show, and I have to tell you that we are on the radio right now, and I would need your permission to continue with the call. Can we chat for just a second on the show?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a little weird. You said you're a radio show?
Right. No, it's a little awkward. Thanks for listening, by the way. But no, we're calling on behalf of a woman named Iris, who I guess you met recently on maybe on Facebook, dating or something, and then you guys went on a date.
Yeah. I mean, I went out with her. What's
right.
going on? What's the question here?
Okay. Yeah. We don't
Get to the point.
We love bossy over here. Okay. Well, she called us, Matt, and told us had a lot of nice things to say about you. Said that she enjoyed meeting you and enjoyed the date, and was hoping to hear from you again. Says you were very communicative before the date, and she's confused as to why you haven't reached out or responded to her since you guys went out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's okay. It's a little awkward, but look, Iris was really nice. I mean, I really liked her when we were talking on Facebook dating. When we went on the date, the conversation was good. I mean, we had good banter, and she's gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful.
So what's the problem? This all checks out. What's the problem then?
Yeah. Okay. I knew she's a single mom, and she doesn't get out much for the dating. So, but that didn't bother me. It was fine hearing her talk about her son. She was very proud, and that was totally fine. At the end of the date, I drove her home. We were kissing in my car before we, kind of said goodbye, and things were getting hot and heavy, but then she told me oh, okay, well, unfortunately I can't, I wish I could bring you up, but my son's sleeping in my bed.
Okay.
And, and when she said her son was sleeping in her bed, but she already told me that her son is 17 and in high school, and he sleeps in bed with her every night. And so that's...
Oh, no. See, because in my mind, you said my kid's in my bed. I'm like, oh, mom's out. Kids 5, 6, 7 years old, something like that. Mom's in... Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, my.
So,
if we want to go down this road. Right. We might call you back.
So anyway.
It sounds like you guys agree here that I might have been in the right for not...
I didn't know where this was going. I didn't know I didn't know if maybe you were going to wind up in the kid's bed or something. I didn't know where this was going because I don't
like where it went.
No. Let me bring Iris in. I got Iris. You got a lot of explaining to do, girl. Your 17-year-old son sleeps in your bed and you're there?
Yes, he does. Look, it's complicated.
It sounds like it.
I feel like when you're a parent, there are certain things that you have to do for your child, and will it be forever?
I feel like the issue, though, is that your 17-year-old sleeps in your bed every night. That sounds like a big issue.
I don't immediately take this to a criminal place or anything like that. It's in my mind.
Of course not.
I mean, we live in a...
We don't know you.
Yeah, sadly, this is the world we live in. But I guess I'm really concerned about boundaries here. 17 years old, there's quite the attachment. I mean, what happens? I mean, what is he, a junior in high school?
Right.
Senior in high school?
Know this?
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, what happens when it's time to go to college and move out and things like that? I mean, it seems like, help me out here.
Look, okay, first of all, he's a rising senior. Second of all, look, I'm not trying to get feisty here, but I'm very surprised that that's the reason, especially because you're not a parent and you don't understand, and there's a lot of history and context here that I'm not going to go into about my son's needs and...
Well, that's
totally fine. I just don't
believe that would be a deal breaker for you, how I choose to parent my child.
Wait a minute, though, Iris. You can't honestly... Look, no one's judging you or whatever your story is, but you can't possibly tell me that is something that someone who you're going to date would find to be, commonplace. And, so what happens if this relationship goes somewhere? Do we have to? He has to be out of the house then, because he's taking your spot in the bed. The dude's.
Look,
what are you gonna do there?
If things things were to progress, it would be a while before you meet my son, for, obvious reasons. I'm very protective of him. I thought that
Sounds
was
like,
understood. In terms of intimacy, there are ways to work around that. Bedtime is our special time, but they're afternoons, they're mornings, there are other hours.
This isn't sounding any better.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't. I mean, this is the dilemma, and I think that I am going to withhold the judgment, but just on my side, saying
we're going to get into studies now. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know if this is the son's thing or the mom's. I don't know who.
There's a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. And I'm sorry for whatever you've been through or however we got here. Genuinely, but I can also, in fairness, I can see why somebody from the outside would look at this and say, "Where do I fit in?"
Oh, I mean, I would just think, especially because we did have such a great date and you did seem really supportive of me being a single mom, which I don't know, maybe that was,
you can have your own bed.
You are
be a great
welcome
mom.
to think of me as a bad guy, but I'm just doing what I know is right for me.
Yeah, I think I can understand that. I'm sorry, Matt. Continue.
I hope somebody finds it understandable. I totally support that you are supportive of your son, just not in that way. And granted, like you said, I'm not a parent myself, but I think that I am justified in not wanting to be a part of that situation.
Yeah, in fairness, Iris, there are a lot of single moms listening
unusual.
now going, okay. Honestly, I'm not even going to argue with you about it. So it's not for Matt. Iris, I'll ask the question, Matt. Would you like to go out with her again? We'll pay for it.
No.
And maybe a hotel room, too. I don't know. In the middle of the day.
Time is their specialty.
No,
it didn't help. It didn't
for me, but
yeah. Look, Iris, I wish you the best, and I just, I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't.
I
don't know, and so he's not going to be interested. And Iris, I wish you the best in whatever's going on, and thank you so much for sharing with us.
About this reattachment.
Trying to make this easy. There's
reattachment.
There's attachment stuff going on. I don't know. I am not qualified for this conversation, so I'm just going to get going.
I don't know.
I got to go ahead and get going now. So I wish you guys both the best of luck, okay?